Hello friends, good morning. This is Dr. Saran Reddy, MBBS, MD Anesthesia, and I graduated from PGMER Chandigarh, the world's largest department of anesthesia, both in terms of the volume of cases we do and the number of residents and faculty, which amounts approximately to 250. And today I'm here to discuss about the career prospects of anesthesia and whether it is a right option or is a guarding option, whether to choose anesthesia or not. In that, first I will tell my own experience. Why I took anesthesia? I always say, I took anesthesia, if someone asks me if it is by chance or by choice, it's a partial mix-up. The reason is, my first choice is always emergency medicine, and second is always anesthesia, third is community medicine. Though it looks weird, I have my own reasons. I'll explain. When I got a decent rank in AIIMS and PGI, like when I attended the counseling, in AIIMS, I took anesthesia, and AIIMS have MD emergency medicine seats then, and that was the only year emergency medicine seats are picked up by rank 9 and rank 12, and I was left with anesthesia, though I have other all surgical branches available. Then I went to PGI, and unfortunately PGI doesn't have an emergency medicine course then, and I took up anesthesia. And to choose between anesthesia, even in PGI I have wide options available, but still I took anesthesia. Among this PGI and AIIMS anesthesia, and any day, like when I inquired, the PGI anesthesia in terms of volume of cases we do is always good, and the clinical exposure, so I opted for that. Then why anesthesia in particular? I'll tell you the three reasons, among the three reasons predominantly. One, this is the predominant branch where you can keep in touch with almost every branch of every other specialty of the medicine, starting from like not only the surgical branches. When you go for intensive care, you get yourself interlinked with the pre and paraclinical subjects. The second, you will be seen as a savior or superhero when you are being called in a code blue, like you go there and people are waiting, and like you just intubate and like immediately save that patient. It will give an immense and intense satisfaction, instant satisfaction. That is what like you'll try for. And third, it is the one which relieves the pain. And now here I'm going to discuss about what are the career prospects, like what are the future scope of that. After doing MD anesthesia, after completing your MD anesthesia, you have wider options like cardiac anesthesia, neuro anesthesia, pediatric anesthesia, transplant anesthesia, trauma anesthesia, intensive care medicine, and pain medicine. And obstetric anesthesia is coming up. And you can choose your branch of interest depending upon the interest you develop during your MD anesthesia, and you can go ahead with this. And the main reason why students hesitate or like think twice to take up anesthesia as a branch is they don't have proper exposure during their undergraduation. That is where when you have been thrown into such a situation where you have to choose something which you are not aware, obviously you will be in a lot of confusion whether you will be taking a right decision or like whether you are compromising. And remember guys, and the another misconception, what people say is like, it's a dependent branch, it's always behind the curtains. And I want to say one thing. If it is a dependent branch in the sense like you have to depend on surgeons, it's vice versa also the true. And surgeons also has to depend on us, like the case won't be done without the help of anesthesiologist, the youngest branch of medicine, like which is progressing leaps and bounds. And the anesthesia which you might have seen is completely different from what the anesthesia is progressing now, with the wider varieties of the equipment and the anesthesia safety, the importance of anesthesia safety, and the anesthetist is just an intraoperative thing, starting from the surgery and ending the surgery, putting a spinal or like sitting. It's a complete setup of perioperative physician, starting like preoperatively, following providing care intraoperatively, and following it up postoperatively, not only addressing the pain component, but also taking care of his hemodynamics. Another misconception is we will be always behind the curtains and like we won't be exposed to the patient. No, that's not the case nowadays. Like you have to go and you will go and interact with the patient preoperatively, and you are the person who are going to reinforce and develop the sort of confidence that you are going to be his anesthesiologist tomorrow and you are going to take care of him. That is, you are addressing the most crucial part of the patient's life. That is like his fear that what happens to when he has been anesthetized. When you go and interact with him and address his query where that is where you develop the first contact with the patient, and you manage intraoperatively and postoperatively when you relieve his pain. That is what that immense satisfaction. It's not only for you, but also the patient recognizes you. And don't think like the days were gone only like sitting and the patient comes inside the theater, administer anesthesia, go off. It is like a complete spectrum. It's a perioperative physician, the new term which has been used starting from preoperatively and ending postoperatively. Now coming to the prospects of anesthesia, after completing your MD anesthesia, what are the options available? One, you want to enter into like further academics, like taking up super specialization branches, which I discussed. Other, you can choose fellowships, which are like 2-year fellowships, like which are offered by FNBs. And third, like you do a 1-year fellowships in that particular branches. 4, you can go abroad and by doing FRCA. And 5, you can join into the jobs, either in the government colleges or government medical colleges, private medical colleges, freelancing, corporate. I'll just describe each thing. In government setup and in teaching hospitals, if you go, you can join as a senior resident, and you can join as, after senior residency, you can join as assistant professor, and you can continue your career. And if you want to come into the corporate sector or freelancing, it will be an instantaneous working in the job. And here, what is the amount you are going to get, the salary pay scale? As I have gone, as I worked as a senior resident in PGIME Chandigarh, and then at presently I'm working as a consultant in a corporate hospital in Hyderabad. As I can clearly describe like what is the spectrum. Once you come out, I can confidently say this is one branch. No one will say like there's no vacancy available. You will always be welcomed with both the hands. The reason is the supply versus demand ratio. The anesthesia, one anesthesiologist or like an anesthesiologist is nowadays not only addressing the specialties like ENT, ophthalmology, general surgery, orthopedics, and OB-GYN. Super specialties like pediatric surgery, CTVS, plastic surgery, neurosurgery, urology. In addition to this, the spectrum has widened to such as area like ECTs, for the psychiatric cases, for ECTs, and for radiotherapy, for interventional radiology, for pulmonologists doing bronchoscopies in critical cases, and for gastroenterology. The spectrum has widened. So the demand is always paramount, and like you will never be free. Once you come out, like the people awaiting to take you up in any setup. And regarding the pay scales, it depends upon whether you want to stay in a teaching hospital or in the teaching hospital also in government or private, or you want to come to the corporate setup, or you want to do the freelancing, or you want to practice the intensive care, or you want to set up a pain medicine OPD clinic. If you are starting as a senior resident in a teaching hospital, in a central institutes, it starts with a 6-digit like 1 lakh salary, and in the state medical colleges and in a private medical colleges, it's somewhere between 75 to 90,000. It starts with, and every year increments will be there. And if you come to the corporate setup, again in a corporate setup, you can practice and join in a hospital individually, or you can work it as in a groups, like the group anesthesiology practices. Where in either ways, like approximately it starts with 80 to 90,000 for a fresher, and if you're from central institutions, it will be like at least 10,000 higher when you start. And as you progress gradually, within 2 to 3 years, you are going to touch 1.5 lakhs. And if it is in a freelancer, for a freelancer, I'm saying all these things about MD anesthesia. If you are coming up as a super specialist, your pay starts with somewhere 2 to 2.5, depending upon this. There are transplant anesthetists who are getting at 3 to 3.5, cardiac anesthetists, neuro anesthetists, depending upon the branch and the hospital and the demand. Like it varies. It starts with 2 lakhs for a super specialist at least. And then coming to the freelancing. Freelancing, we see like depending. It all completely depends upon your attitude, guys. There are people who are earning from 80,000, it ranging up to 5 to 6 lakhs also, depending upon how you balance between your personal life and the stress levels and where you want to practice, like whether it is in the cities or like a metropolitan cities or 2-tier cities or 3-tier cities. And finally, when you set up an intensive care, like you can set up an intensive care on your own, and that all depends upon like how well you manage, and you can set up a pain clinic. And there are senior anesthesiologists who are earning like 8 to 10 lakhs per month also. That will take a lot of time. And only thing, remember, whichever branch you take, let it be anesthesia or any other branch, try to be on the top 1 percentile, or at least top 1 to 2 percentile. That means you have to know the in and outs of the branch, like so that you are going to you have to differentiate yourself from the rest. Then you are going to lead the life in a well-designed fashion. And now, which college or which hospital to get to join, and what to see while selecting a branch? Basically, anesthesia, you are going to admit it, and anesthesia is, though in a whole it is same, it has minor variations when you are addressing each and every branch of anesthesia. So obviously you have to select a college or a hospital which can facilitate you the wide variety of cases which you can get exposed, like starting from oncology to pediatric surgery to geriatric surgery and all. You have to see the hospital which has a wide spectrum of cases, or the hospital which has wide variety of spectrum of cases, and also the recent equipment. And nowadays, robotic anesthesia is coming up, like CLADS and CLAPS. This is not only we see in the other foreign countries, and it's very much in the India. Like PGA is developing, is pioneering in the robotic anesthesia, and then coming up to after deciding about which colleges and hospitals, depending upon the wide variety of spectrum of cases and the academic exposure you get. Then what are the main advantages you are going to get in anesthesia? One, you are going to get in touch with each and every branch of medicine, so that when you go, when you want to choose your further super specialization, like you will come to know like in which area you are interested, and you are opting for intensive care medicine. Like obviously you are already in touch with at least in PGI, we have minimum 8 months of intensive care posting, so you'll be well versed. And in the same way, as you touch an overall holistic view of all the branches, it's very easy to crack. Another doubt many people ask is, sir, we want to interact with the patients. For you, there is one branch like that is called pain medicine, where you can set up an independent OPD, and while practicing during the morning hours, anesthesia or intensive care in the evening, you can open a pain clinic and run an OPD, where that way you can have that proper feel of addressing patients in a OPD, interacting with them one-to-one. And the other advantages of being an anesthesiologist, in addition to being in touch with all other branches of medicine, the instant satisfaction when you save a patient, well, let it be a code blue and you rescued a patient, let it be when the patient is like in a respiratory failure, you went and you tubed the patient, and whether the patient is suffering with the ventilator settings or in dysynchrony, you go and adjust them. People look for you. When the patient is suffering from pain, like you'll get a call from the surgical branches, and once you administer drug, the patient will feel pain-free. That sort of satisfaction you see from the patient's face is unmatchable, guys. Like believe me, and it's an instant satisfaction. You can't. There is no need for you to wait for hours and days together. You'll get an instant satisfaction. And the most important thing is, if you have a lion's heart and brisk reflexes, this is the branch for you. The reason is, within a seconds, you have to take a decision, and that decision is going to save that patient. And you will get an instant satisfaction. And mark it, like once you experience this, like you will enjoy it for the lifetime. And at the end, I want to say you, like before choosing anesthesia, to know what exactly anesthesia is, just spend one day in a government medical college and one day in a super specialty hospital in your town. And if you go to the department and ask, sir, sorry, ma'am, like I'm going to I'm in the process of thinking to take anesthesia as my career option. Can I spend one day in the department? No one will deny that. And just spend, then you will know it's not, anesthesia is not just about like going intraoperatively and performing. It's a complete spectrum of perioperative physician. And once you take it, guys, I'm not reinforcing, but just remember, you'll never ever regret that. And also, I want to enforce, ISA is almost on the verge of like the discussions with National Medical Board, like to introduce anesthesia as an undergraduate, a subject in the undergraduate curriculum. So further the scope increases. So you will never regret taking the branches anesthesia. For any further doubts, like you can feel free to contact on my Facebook page, Saran Reddy, and feel free to contact. We'll be more than happy to help you, and all the very best, guys. See you.